stands out to me. Near the bottom left. So that square is going to require them to know how to do the ice clip, which is a pixel-perfect trick. You have to freeze the Puyo before the spring ball room in a pixel-perfect position to clip through the ceiling to be able to get spring ball without the grapple beam, and it's already a very time-consuming goal. Alright, so, Whewty is forced to do column 4, and Mumudidi is forced to do row 2. So these guys both have to get 35 power bombs. Whewty is going to have to defeat Ridley, get Meridian Map Station, collect all 60 Brinstar missiles, and destroy at least one statue. And Mumu's going to have to collect Space Jump and skip High Jump Boots, get Wave Beam, 75 plus missiles, and he's going to have to finish in the Wreck Ship Energy Tank room.
And skip High Jump Boots is always an interesting one to me.
Yeah, High Jump Boots has a huge effect on your mobility. It's much slower to not have them. It really limits what you can do late game. Like if you're trying to go through Meridia and Lower North Room without them, you can lose a lot of time.
Yeah. Worst room of the game really becomes the worst room of the game. And then even if you have Space Jump, it throws off the timing because you're not jumping the way you're normally jumping.
So what's interesting to me is that neither of them assigned each other any row that had collect Spring Ball and skip Grapple Beam. That is... that could be one that can trip some people up.
Yeah. It definitely seems
like
to be a favorite.
Yeah. Like some people are saying in chat, if you're experienced at how to do that ice clip, it's not really that bad. But one thing that you definitely, like part of the strategy of choosing your opponent's row is what do you think will trip them up specifically? You kind of want to tailor it to them if you know them well enough.
Definitely. I mean, plus then you're still making them go get Spring Ball, which is just out of the way.
So both runners collecting their Morph Ball, and they're going to get their missiles, and then proceed to bomb Torizo. I don't see Criteria Map Station on this card. That's usually a very early thing that you would pick up, but it's not an option here, so I think they'll be going straight to VT. You can't really do anything else in the beginning. It's really going to start... Oh, I'm actually... actually being proven wrong by Whewty. He's going to get this extra pack of Brinstar missiles. Yeah, but the thing is, for Whewty, he's going to have to come back to this room anyways, with power bombs so he can get the missiles up top at Billy May's room.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Come back and do that room hundo style.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he just forgot, or maybe he wanted an excuse to grab the extra missiles for something. Maybe he actually wants those missiles, I don't know. Well, we've got both runners in the climb. Whewty's actually not too far behind, despite the detour. So one thing that actually stands out to me is the fact that Mumu's assigned row has a wave beam, which means he's not going to be able to fulfill that skip wave beam square. So row 1 and column 5 are out for him. Which actually, row 1 looks like it would have been really good otherwise. Screw attack is near... oh no, never mind. Sorry, I was looking at Whewty's row instead. Row 1 might be decent for Whewty, actually.
Yeah, row 1's not like a horrible row. If you got assigned it, I don't think you would be the most upset.
I actually, like, now that I look at it, row 1 looks like an excellent choice for him. Because you've got Screw Attack, which is on the way to Ridley. You have to finish an X-ray scope room, which requires leaving Ridley, like leaving Lower Norfair entirely. And you have to destroy a statue, so once you get out of Lower Norfair, you can go and destroy your statue.
Yeah.
So Whewty is missiling the pirates, which is a bit slower, but it helps you conserve your energy here. Mumu's choosing to run straight through them. And in full categories of this game, that can be indicative of whether you plan on going up Red Tower right away or not. Because the energy saved is really important if you decide to go up.
Yeah. I'm thinking David's not necessarily as important just because, well, I guess depending on the route you take. Yeah, she's really excited for this race.
I can tell. I think we all are.
No short mock ball for Whewty, which is tough.
So they both collected a lot of missiles there. That's going to help both of them achieve their respective missile goals.
Yeah, and Whewty's going to need every one of them in Brinstar.
So I think I realized why Whewty decided to missile the pirates and avoid damage. I think he's going to be going up Red Tower to get early power bombs, because he's going to need a power bomb when he's in Kraid's lair to be able to get that one lone missile. People call that the peanut butter and jelly missile. I think that's a very old name for it. But it's like it's an infamous missile 100%. It's pretty easily forgotten. You have to take a second trip to Kraid in most routes to get it.
Yeah, I've never heard it called the peanut butter and jelly missiles, but I do like peanut butter and jelly, so I'm okay with it.
Oh, they're both going up. Okay, this is interesting.
A little red tower RTA going on.
Alright, Whewty making it up red tower. Very nice.
Moo shortly behind.
I noticed Moo didn't attempt the hero shot you do to try and follow your shot upwards to break that shot block. Whewty did try it once, but didn't work out for him. It's a pretty difficult shot without wave beam. So I guess Moo kind of knows he's not comfortable with that and decided to not risk failing it and go for it. Oh, and Whewty's health is really low. He's got to be careful. He could actually, if he touches one of these zeros, he will die. They do 40 damage. I think he also wants the other power bomb up here, the beta power bomb, which is in the room that Moo is going into right now. This room's kind of dangerous because there are 3 side hoppers in it. They do 80 damage.
Yeah, it was definitely a good idea to save. Except for he keeps getting hit on accident.
Yeah, that's not good. But he did save, so it looks like he's just going to chance it. Oh, he's... Oh no, Whewty. I'm a bit worried for him now. Oh no. He's gonna take 32 damage from this, or sorry, 16 damage from that Samus Eater. I think he'll be fine getting out of the room now, though. He's gotta be careful with this platforming. I wonder if he'll save again. No, he's not gonna save. Maybe he's gonna go to the ship. His 41 health is really precarious. Oh, Moo actually, he's going to early wrecked ship. Or is he? Maybe he just wanted the missiles.
He's in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, okay, that's interesting. It looks like he just wanted the extra missile pack. That's actually... I feel like I don't see that every day. Oh wait, I guess Moo is going to wreck ship. He just decided he wanted that refill.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna have to go there eventually, but he's definitely not gonna be able to finish there right now.
And meanwhile, so we've got runners doing 2 things. We've got Moo DD attempting the continuous wall jump to get over the moat. It's a very precise trick. Whewty is doing an infinite bomb jump to get up to the criteria power bomb here. Not very precise. Just takes a little bit of timing and patience.
Definitely not a move you see every day.
He's gonna be. He needs to be careful in this room. Oh, the acid, the acid, the acid. The acid is so deadly when you're suitless.
Hopefully he saved at the ship too. And yeah.
Oh, right.
Moo finally got got over there.
Yep, nice job. That wall jump is really precise. So the initial jump is a 1 frame window. You have to jump in the absolute last frame. The wall jump, depending on how you set it up, is either 1 or 2 frames. Alright, Whewty is up again. So that death is kind of unfortunate. Even though he was very close to where he was, didn't really lose any progress. He did have to bomb jump all the way back up here.
It's definitely not the most time effective.
Alright, Moo about to start his Fantoon fight. So I think like his plan is to just get gravity and not worry about various suit. So Moo always got her missiles. He's going to be trying to use something we call the Doppler effect to combo as many missiles into Fantoon as he can. I think he only got 4 on the first round, which ideally you'd want more than that. He's doing very, very well in keeping his health up, though. Fantoon's a scary fight without Varia. Everything does 40 damage to you instead of 20. So that's looking good. Should die this... Oh, no. Fantoon could have died there, but he hit with too many missiles in that round, causing him to disappear. But he has the fight done now.
Sorry about that. Someone was gonna change clothes change. Wasn't happy about it.
Well, looks like Moo is on his way to getting his clothes changed as well. He'll be picking up Gravity Suit in a few minutes.
That was a perfect segue.
So Whewty's been he's been trying this continuous wall jump for a while. It's really precise. Hopefully he gets it soon. I've definitely been in his position many times. He's also trying to do a horizontal bomb jump over the moat. That's another method that works. The bomb physics behind it, they're extremely nuanced. I don't think I could explain them in words. So
words are hard anyways.
They are. think the commentators
had it.
know all about how words are hard.
Oh, poor Whewty just missed that one.
It's really painful when you get the first jump, the frame perfect jump, and then you miss the second one. Alright, Mumu is getting missile packs pretty indiscriminately. When Whewty gets to where Mumu is, he's not going to be messing with those missile packs, because his all have to come from Bedstar, they're not going to help him.
Nope.
So Mumu's farming right now. He wants to get his energy above 120 at the very, very least, because the room with the bowling statue, you are going to have to take at least 2 hits from the spikes when you're crossing it. And spikes do 60 damage each when you're sightless. He's actually going to go get to full health over 180, which will allow him to take 3 hits. It's very easy, if you mess up any of your jumps in that room, to accidentally take 3 hits, and if you're not prepared for it, that can just kill you. So he's being very safe here. Oh, wow. That damage boost on the second jump scared me. If you get a high damage boost, like Mumu did, that can actually be very bad, because it increases your air time by significantly more than a low damage boost would. Actually, a low damage boost here wouldn't give you any air time. And your invincibility frames are gonna run out a lot before you are able to get as much running speed in this case. Oh wow, Whewty. Had another opportunity at that second jump, and again did not get it. Alright, finally got it. Congratulations. Hopefully he can survive Fantoon so he doesn't have to do this again. Yes, John is correct. Spikes give shorter iframes than enemies do. So if you get hit by a spike, you get 60 invulnerability frames. Instead of 90 like you'd get from an enemy. It's another thing that makes spikes really dangerous. It's actually, like, it's designed that way to disincentivize you from tanking spikes in rooms that have a lot of spikes, so it's not as good of an idea, like from a game design standpoint, for the player to just run through them. And I've completely lost count of how many missiles Mumu's gotten. So hopefully Whewty can avoid getting hit by too many of these flames. Oh, it's not looking good for him.
Fantoon's gonna Fantoon.
Yep. At least he doesn't have to get that power bomb again, which Moomoo's going for right now, actually. And he was in the middle of his infinite bomb jump, and he noticed that he was actually too far right. He was underneath the ledge and was going to bonk on it, so he had to restart his entire bomb jump.
Yeah, Whewty is saying he's done with Fantoon for right now. Enough of a time sink.
I can't really blame him. He's gonna have to get that CWJ again, and then pull off a fight, which it doesn't seem like he has too much practice in doing. Moomoo's going up to the gauntlet to get his he'll be able to get 10 missiles from it, which will put him at 70. And you can get up to the gauntlet with basically no movement items by doing these wall jumps that he's doing. They're a little tricky. You have to do them basically as low as possible, and you have to delay the wall jump to a late frame, so that when you wall jump, you don't hit your head on the next bump, I guess. But it looks like he's abandoning that as well, so both runners abandoning things they were trying to do. And Whewty has picked up the Brinstar map station, so he may actually be going for column 1. A nice save there from him. So both runners kind of...
Yeah, don't blame Elm for my mistakes, people.
Did you make a mistake?
Yeah, I clicked the wrong color.
Ah.
You get what you pay for, I guess.
I suppose that's true.
Then it's a simple mistake. I think, I would hope that you all can have it in your heart to forgive me.
Alright, so Whewty did a bit of a collection run, going to Etikun's, getting the items down there, which Moomoo is now coming out of. And Whewty is, he's going to be going back into Blue Brinstar right now. He's trying to get a bomb jump here. He's having trouble getting off the ground. I think that Giga flying out of the tube is distracting him. But he's finally going to be able to pick up the Billy Mays missiles now that he has power bombs. Hopefully he doesn't die to these side hoppers. I think he'll be fine. It's pretty decked out in weaponry. He doesn't have too much energy though. this also nets him another power bomb. So these guys both have to collect 35 power bombs. They're actually 25 in Brintstar alone. It's half of the game's power bombs.
They're doing a fine job of collecting the power bombs, though.
Oh, he's not. Huh. Looks like he's choosing not to go to Billy Mays right now. I wonder if he is intending to do that, or if he's forgotten. So Mumu actually showing you can wall jump onto the door to Retro Brintstar, even without any movement items. Which I think a lot of people don't realize this. It certainly took me a long time to find that out. But it's a lot faster than bomb jumping up there. And 31 minutes in, we finally have one of our runners going down Red Tower.
And we have Spazer. I think Spazer's the biggest pickup of the match so far.
Yeah, it's so big, it's not even on the card.
I know.
I guess there wasn't room for it. It was just like, it was actually like too physically large to be on the card. Alright, we have Whewty making his way into Kraid, so he's gonna have to pick up that Varia suit. He is eventually gonna have to go back to Fantoon and get Gravity Suit, because he does have to collect Space Jump and skip High Jump boots. Well, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. That's Mumu's goal. So Whewty may have just completely rerouted to not get Gravity Suit at all.
With this routing, I'm venturing to think Mumu might do row 5. He's about to have 3 squares there. And a very nice Kraid quick kill by Whewty.
Yeah, so Mumu's Ice Beam is actually what's going to allow him to do the collect Spring Ball and skip Grapple Vehicle. Meridian Map Station Suitless is really, really not bad.
That's the one just below the tube, right?
It's below the tube is a save station, but it's just off to the right of the tube. So it actually, you're kind of right. It's below the tube that's pre-broken. The room with all the crabs in it.
Yeah. I couldn't. Yeah, obviously, it's not a highly used room, so I just did not know.
Oh, Whewty. Whewty's going into the high jump room. Oh. I'm sorry, I've confused my runners again. he can pick it up. He's fine. Moo has skipped it. So that's why Moo actually he used Ice Beam to freeze that waiver to stand on the Bubble Mountain to assist him in getting up. There are other ways to climb up Bubble Mountain without high jump, but like you can actually wall jump straight up the right wall, but it's really difficult. You can also go into the save room to get more running speed, so that your jump reaches the other side, but that's slow. So the Ice Beam helped him.
And Whewty showing the more conventional way to get up Bubble Mountain and avoiding the Cack Attack there, who is pretty much everyone's least favorite Cack Attack.
This is pretty interesting because we're seeing both of them in the same area now. We're actually seeing how different it is to not have high jump.
It is a nice comparison.
Because Moo when he was in the room before Wave Beam, he fell down and he was struggling a bit to get back up. Like he actually had to do a Shine Spark to get back up, and it looks like he's still he is hell bent on going through this top door. He does not want to take the bottom.
Stick to your principles. Good job.
Alright, Whewty is farming, preparing for the lava dive and green gate glitch that I was talking about at the start of the stream. So yeah, double anti-bingo is something where those two tricks come in very handily.
And good news, he does have a couple extra supers in comparison to what you would have with the other routes, or the other categories. There we go, there's the word.
Alright. Oh, he bonked his head on the top Namahe. Should have one or two more tries at this. And he's got it. Second first try. Okay, Moo definitely has 75 missiles now, so.
Because it even says that, so that's good.
It really helps, commentators who can't count when they have full ammo.
Yeah, I know people create things to keep track, but I don't have the space to put in another thing up.
Oh. Yeah, I don't either. I'm using a laptop, no monitor. But Whewty's got his green gate glitch down. 2 tries. It's a very precise trick. That trick has definitely walled some players in this tournament before.
Yeah, the only yeah.
Okay. He's just gonna bomb jump again.
Pretty sure isn't the only way to get out of this room with this combination, other than bomb jumping or speed boosting, would be to run from the refill room, right?
Yes, if you have high jump speed and screw attack, then you can do a jump from inside the doorway of the refill room. Or, like, actually inside the refill room, rather. You start a jump in that room. It would have been a bit better for him, too, if he hadn't blown out the entire row of bomb blocks above screw attack, so he had something a bit higher to stand on.
But what's the fun in that, really?
No, it's just more bomb jumping practice, I guess.
Can never have enough of that.
So, Moomoo's defeated Botwoon. He's making his way over to finishing off his space jump goal. It looks like he really, really wants to get the halfie. So the halfie wasn't quite enough. So the halfie without high jump is more difficult than doing the full halfie with high jump.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do the halfie without high jump boots.
If you watch, like top 3 low percent runs, some of them might pull it off. Sorry, low percent speed.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I just know it's a tight window.
It's actually crazy how much more difficult it is. So Whewty making his way up worst rumor in the game. Not so bad with high jump and screw attack. It's pretty easy to deal with those pirates. He does have to make sure he doesn't get hit too much. He doesn't have the extra damage reduction that gravity provides, so he's going to take a higher damage from each of these pirates and these red key hunters. Moomoo is just missiling the daylights out of Dragon as his strategy of choice, it seems. Oh, and he finishes off with the blue suit right at the end.
And a nice, and he ran right into the sparks there, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, so this blue suit is he's going to be able to charge his Shrine Spark wherever he wants from a stationary position, and he's going to use that to make his way back across the Colosseum more quickly. Or, I guess he's going to use the blue suit for something else. He's keeping it. Is this going to slow him down quite a bit? Because if you run at all, if you hold the dash button and you actually move at all, the blue suit will go away, because that basically fixes the glitch that's happening.
Yeah. I definitely respect his commitment, though.
I want to know what he's planning to do with it. So I think the sand actually might remove his blue suit if he moves in it. Yeah, he does not have it anymore. I'm not sure if he knew that was gonna happen. Whewty out of missiles on the Metal Pirates, unfortunately. Sorry, out of supers. They do have a high super drop rate, so he managed to get them back for the first one. But these guys are weak to supers. They take double damage from them. So they actually take 18 missiles if you happen to run out. Moo getting the only power bomb in Meridia. And that does put him at 35. I kind of just realized this, but the Spore Spawn and Bottoon Goal synergizes extremely well with the fact that he has to get space jump.
Yeah.
Is he going?
He's going for the ice clip.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he is doing row 5. He's doing row 5. For a second I thought he was doing column 5, but then I remembered him being assigned wave beam. He cannot do the skip wave beam row.
He's just off.
I actually don't remember the position for this. I almost never do this.
I've never done it.
He has to freeze that Puyo in a very specific position. Okay, so Whewty is about to go into his Ridley fight. This is a bit of a dangerous prospect. He's got 5 energy tanks, which is good. But he does not have gravity suit. And he only has 10 super missiles. 10 and super missiles do double damage to Ridley. And he misses one at the start of the fight, shooting a bit too early. He does have a number of power bombs, which can supplement his Ridley fight. But he's going to take double damage you'd normally see Ridley deal because he does not have gravity. And he only has Spazer. He's charged. Go ahead.
He could use the special beam attack with Spazer, which is not PG-13 for the channel, it's the name, but
I think it's PG-13, but still maybe not what we're going for.
No.
But yes, the 4 special beam attacks, one for each single beam combo, they do have unofficial community agreed upon names. So this fight is actually it's actually going to be pretty difficult the way that Whewty's approaching it. He used all his supers at the start of the fight. In a lot of cases, you'll see runners save the supers, the heavy firepower, for the very end, because Ridley moves faster once he's below half health, and he moves even faster when he gets closer to dead.
And Whewty took the death, unfortunately.
I'm surprised he actually did not save before Ridley. His last save was at the Lower Norfair elevator. So that's a large setback for him. So it looks like he seems unsure of what he wants to do, if he wants to try again. So he might not be comfortable with, like he might be getting to this point and deciding he's not actually comfortable with that fight under his conditions.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like he might not be familiar with using power bombs on everybody, because that would be he could do quite a bit of damage. I'm not mathing.
Oh, he doesn't have enough energy to leave in his current situation. He has forfeit from the race, actually, which is unfortunate to see at this point.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of good things too.
Yeah, there are solutions. He's not screwed per se, but I think he's just had so many setbacks and doesn't want to continue at this point.
It's a bummer, but it happens.
So one interesting thing about this matchup, or this match in particular, that I meant to bring up at some point, but I'd forgotten. These guys actually made a gentleman's agreement to not watch the restream, which is interesting for double anti-bingo, because you won't get to see like the chat's ideas on maybe what you should do for your route, or you won't get any info on where your opponent is.
Yeah, I know some people are a little, it's been a discussion of whether to do it or not, or if it's okay, but honestly, it's really not. You got to play your game to win. That's how I look at it.
It's certainly not as detrimental to the overall game as it would be if it was a randomizer. Like, the players know where everything is in the game going in. They both have access to the same card. You don't accrue knowledge by playing the game, so that's why we don't disallow them to. We don't disallow the players from watching the restream for these. But this kind of goes to show. So these two guys, Whewty has much better any percent time. Well, he has a better any percent time by around 2.5 minutes. I'm not sure if he's done other categories. But Mumu has a lot more experience, I would say, messing around, playing hacks and bingos and things like that. Some puzzles.
Yeah,
so
he does.
So you could really see in this match that Mumu was able to pull off a lot of the things that Whewty, while he might have better times in some categories, he struggled with this with these things that would mostly only come up in bingos or a randomizer. But it's definitely a brave attempt for him to try and go to Fantoon early and then try to do Ridley with the equipment that he had. Definitely respect for that.
I mean, pretty respectful not to even, if he didn't veto dab, just because it does lead you to have so many open world things. There's no set way to do it.
So Mumu, I didn't actually see. I think he went to Golden 4 to destroy his one statue.
Yeah.
His 2 statues, actually, I think.
Yeah, I was actually surprised he didn't do it after he killed Phantoon and ran by there that time. He did take out the pink.
Oh yeah, that's true. He did go into Brentstar a second time. And he has finished with a time of 56:33 on SRL. Congratulations, Mumu, for winning your Week 6 matchup. He will have your record of 4-2, and Whewty will have a record of 3-3. So, GG to both. It was definitely an interesting card. And if you enjoyed what you see here, don't forget to follow the runners, showing their stuff here. Oh, and we have a message from Mumu on his side of the stream. Oh, it looks like Mook's had some internet issues, so thanks for commentating with me. Thanks for Mini Mook's participation, as always. And I think that's going to do it. Let me look at what else is on. Actually, we have a match on this channel immediately following this, if I'm not mistaken. We have Ponk versus Just Defend, which is a 4-1 matchup. So I believe that's going to be on this channel. So if you want to see more Super Metroid, then stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'm Elminster. Thanks for watching.